If it is or if it ain't, it's going to come out. Good morning, everybody. It's your girl, Miracle Sims, and you're listening to God, Sex, and Love. Your needles of inspiration, the juice. It is June the 6th, 2023, and today the topic is a different perspective. Good morning, y'all. Happy Tuesday. I hope that you all had a wonderful Monday. Mine was just fine. Not too much, y'all. I mean, those of you all that follow me on social media and everything like that, you may already know. But a quick recap of yesterday. I ended up going live to represent my brand, miracleofwine.com, and share with everyone the announcements of the new developments there. And I also did an unboxing and everything like that. And so, yeah, if you care about that type of thing, again, miracleofwine.com for the website. And y'all can start following me at Actress Miracle Sims. If y'all want to see what's goings on in my life and all that good stuff, that's the best place to keep up with me, Actress Miracle Sims. Outside of that, I mean, not too much. I was in a fried chicken mood. I got us some Popeyes or whatever, so we enjoyed some Popeyes yesterday. Nothing else of significance, I would say. I mean, just working on different stuff, getting my props and whatnot together for the show, the new show, the custom show, that is going to be performed not this weekend, but next weekend. So, getting that stuff together and everything. Outside of that, that's pretty much, I guess, the highlights of yesterday. My husband, he's working on this book and stuff, so he's kind of proofreading and going through it and stuff to, see if it's what he wants it to be and everything like that. Super proud of him. Those were the highlights from yesterday, I believe. If I think of anything else to share, then I guess I'll share it in the after show. So, I've been up for quite a while, y'all. I woke up early, but I didn't make a note. I made a note and I looked up the verses and whatnot, but I didn't make a note to share it. So that's one thing. I would say that my topic today, a different perspective, was inspired by the prayer meditation that I listened to with the Soul Space app. I listened to it twice because I guess when I listened to it the first time, I fell asleep. So the second time around, I listened to it, and it just gave me this beautiful picture of a child seeing something from their perspective and then being put on their father's shoulders to then see it from above their father's perspective, right? And so I guess that was the inspiration for me this morning, and so that's what I started to look into, more things centered around that concept of seeing things from a different point of view or a different perspective. And ultimately, the more I was looking, the more it led me towards looking at things from God's perspective in particular. And so, let's get into these verses and see what the Lord had to share with me this morning. So, 2 Corinthians 4:18, it says, "As we look not to the things that are seen, but to the things that are unseen. For the things that are seen are transient, but the things that are unseen are eternal." So, first of all, I ended up going deeper. I looked up the word transient, and so this is what that has to say. It says, lasting only a short time, and then it also says impermanent. So, I mean, obviously, there's, I guess, so much to be said about this because on one hand, I know the Bible talks about this spiritual realm and everything like that. And people talk about this all the time. They're like, oh, there's things we can't see going on and everything like that. Or sometimes people tap into that realm by either drugs or other means, right? And stuff like that. And then they're like freaked out by the things that they see. Now, I can't say that I've experienced that or anything. I guess the closest that I've gotten to experiencing something along that lines is like dealing with people and like the conversations that people have or the things that are happening while, for example, someone might be drunk or under the influence of some sort, and then they're saying things to you and things like that, and you're seeing them, but then also knowing that there's something else that you may be talking to, or someone else, or however you want to look at it. That's the only thing that I can say that I've experienced, and then I've also told you all that I've experienced like the sleep paralysis and things of that nature. But I can't say that I've physically seen other realms and whatnot. But I do believe that it's possible and it's a thing and whatnot, and so. Obviously, I guess I thought about that this morning when I was came across that verse about the seen and the unseen. But again, when thinking in general about thinking or a different perspective, I think overall what I was receiving by reading all this and studying this morning is that, there's just some things that we won't fully understand from our current perspective. Like we have to, I guess, either tap into God's perspective, seek him for that wisdom, and ask him if he wants to allow us to see things from his perspective, things like that. But obviously he has a point of view that's bigger than ours. And at the end of the day, everything is working according to his plan. So even the things we don't understand, it was like, well, why did this happen? Or why did that happen? But on the flip side, like when you get or start to look at things from a different perspective, maybe, we can get a better understanding of why this or that. So it's just something to think about. So anywho, the next verse I came across this morning that I feel led to share was 2 Corinthians 5:7. It says, for we walk by faith and not by sight. I feel like these first two verses are being, very, I don't know, it's really, I guess, challenging us to not just take things at quote unquote face value, not just to focus on the things that we see. And things of that nature. I know that's hard to do. It's hard to, think about the things of the spirit when all we see is the flesh, right? I can say that I've struggled in that area and stuff. I go back and forth still sometimes, like, well, Lord, I trust you. I believe, all these different things. But on the flip side, I see the things that's in front of me, and you can get concerned by the things of this life, and it's just very interesting. It's so funny to me. Like, I can't tell y'all over and over again. Like, these topics, when this stuff is coming to me and I'm writing it down, it just be like a jumbled mess. And then when I'm talking to y'all, everything becomes so smooth. Basically, in this moment, I'm reminded of it was like an article or something. It might have been on Instagram. Somebody had posted. Basically, like. How can I explain it? Maybe I should have written it down. I didn't know, Lord. If it comes back to me, I'll tell y'all. I think the moment just blew my mind just now. So if it comes back to me, I'll tell y'all. But maybe it was just for me to remember. But anyway, but yeah, just this idea again of focusing on what's in front of us versus, or not focusing fully on what's in front of us. That's what I feel like both of these verses is telling us to do. Again, because this verse here says, for we walk by faith and not by sight. So, something to think about. So anyway, let's keep going. So then, Isaiah 55:9, it says, actually it's 55:8-9. It says, for my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. So obviously, again, this whole idea of a different perspective. I mean, I guess perhaps we need to challenge ourselves to, take that different perspective, seek the Lord for a different perspective. I know, again, it might not be the easiest thing to do, especially if we're going through something or whatever the case is, and you're like, I just see what's around me right now. I'm not worried about future, but I hope these verses and things are encouraging you and inspiring you, especially if you're in a moment like that, because the first verse that I shared, it showed us that the things that we see or the current issues of life or whatever the case is, those things are just temporary. And again, I feel like I reiterated this around a long time, but here it is again, friend. Like anything that you've gone through in life, you made it through. Like today's a brand new day, and so everything that ever happened in your past that you're like, that was the lowest thing, your lowest points in life, you're no longer in those places. And if you're in a low point now, then you can have hope to know that you're not going to stay in that place. And so, like I said, sometimes it takes us to get a different perspective, to challenge ourselves to not just, again, see things the way we see it, but to, again, seek God for the wisdom to see it beyond what we see it. I mean, ultimately, I guess that's the juice this morning. I feel like it's short, but I don't have too much to add to it, because on one hand, I just feel like it's all just real plain. And I guess hopefully anybody listening to the sound of my voice needed to hear it, and this can encourage you and inspire you on your work, because like I said, that is the juice, y'all. On your walk and your work. Your work and your walk, both. Now, the Bible verse of today, friends, is Ephesians 6:2. It says, honor thy father and thy mother, which is the first commandment with promise, that it may be well with thee and thou mayest live long on the earth. Friends, I hope you all enjoyed this juice this morning. Thank you so much for listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration, the juice. I pray you guys can go forth and have a wonderful day, and I look forward to talking to you all tomorrow, if the Lord's will. Bye-bye. Did you know that you can support us for just 99 cents a month? That's right, friends. You can support everything that we do here at GSL for just 99 cents a month. Take a look around wherever this post is. You might see a link or maybe even a button that says support. Go there, check out the options, consider supporting us, because, we enjoy bringing you all the daily inspiration as well as the weekly talk show, but we have much, much more to come. Thank you so much for the consideration. Bye-bye.